Hello, beautiful beings. I'm Mama Belle from Mama Belle's Tarot. Welcome to my channel. Tonight, I'll be doing a mind, body, soul reading for Aries. The messages in this reading are for any part of your chart in this sign, with special emphasis on sun, moon, and rising. Before we get started, I wanted to say that this is a general reading and not meant as advice of any professional sort, including but not limited to medical or legal advice. Most importantly, I would like to say thank you for clicking here. If any of this reading resonates, please feel free to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Now on to the reading. It's been a minute since I've done just a normal reading that wasn't like a birthday reading. We are going to be starting with the Tarot of Curious Creatures by Chris Ann. And yeah, we'll just be getting right into this. I hope that you have all been well. I really missed doing these. My work schedule was kind of chaotic, so it didn't leave a lot of room for tarot or for any of the stuff that I really love and enjoy doing besides family. And you know, family needs to be a priority. That's what happens when you have little ones. Okay, so let's get a card for the mind. Okay. Oh, I like this. So for the mind, you have the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles. Beautiful. What about Aries' body? What about the body for Aries? What do we need to know? What does Aries need to know about the body? Five of Pentacles. And the soul. That was quick. Three of Wands. What is the overall theme of this message for Aries? What is the overall theme? Thought that was going to be it. Really jumped. What is the overall theme? That's okay. We're going to pick those up really quick. All right. So because these ones stayed on the table, actually, I'll take that one too. Your theme is pretty big. You got a pretty big theme. Actually, we'll do it in order. Oh. You have the Fool 2.0, Ace of Cups, and Ace of Pentacles. So mind, body, soul. And then for me, the bottom of the deck is advice going forward. So that is the 10 of Pentacles. I like that. So let's go ahead and get this started. So for your mind, you have the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands. Those are two of the four kings in the tarot deck. This is like being halfway to Emperor status. The Emperor is the type of person, the type of character who has learned all of the lessons, and these are half of them. That's really great. In your mind, you're very nearly leveled up. The King of Pentacles is all about being secure and abundant in your physical and material world. To me, this says that you've worked on the mind in the present day, in your life. You are actively working on this so you can build a better, more stable sense of self. The King of Wands is about being passionate and fiery, an entrepreneur, someone who really takes charge and takes the lead. They both take the lead in different ways, but to me, this says that you're also willing to follow your passions and letting that be an important part of your mind. You've decided that you're willing to work on these things, so your mind feels very abundant, and very passionate. That's an incredible place to be in the mind. I thought I was going to use that. I'm not. So for the body, you have the Five of Pentacles. To me, this is a lot about grief. This is grieving and feeling like you don't have what you want. This isn't grief in the sense of the Five of Cups. That's a little bit different. That's more of an emotional heartache and loss. This is you physically feel like you're missing out, that you're not able to do things that other people are able to do. For whatever reason, you just feel like for your body, everything you want isn't coming to you. But the great thing about the Five of Pentacles is that it is. What you want is just right outside that window. You just got to tell yourself and remind yourself that while it isn't what you want right now, that doesn't mean it will never be. This is a really hard place to be in, and especially when it comes to ourselves, when we feel like we don't have what we want, our body can't do what we want it to do, and we just wish that we were more capable. Be patient with yourself. These things take time. You'll get there, but you have to be persistent. You have to recognize where you are and not let that stop you from where you're going to be. For the soul, you have the Three of Wands. To me, this says that you really want to go on an adventure. Your soul is calling out for an adventure. It feels like you can feel it deep within you. You have this deep knowing of there's more out there and you want to see it. You want to pursue whatever that is. I don't know what it is that's calling to you in particular, but when the soul calls, it's really important to answer. Listen to whatever your soul is saying and go for it. Take the adventure. Go on the adventure that your soul is asking you to take. Okay, so we're going to do this really quick because you have so many. We are going to start with the Fool 2.0. I love this card. This deck is a little bit different because it has the Fool and the Fool 2.0. It's saying, I've already been through the entire major arcana. I've done the full journey and I'm ready to do it again. I'm excited to take this leap of faith. And because it's 2.0, it means that you've gained a lot of knowledge from the previous experience, from doing this before. And you have, it's not even just a leap of faith, because it's educated risk. You recognize that there's so much more you can experience and enjoy, and you're excited to do it. You're ready to go. This is why you're doing it again. I love that. You also have the Ace of Cups, and that's the beginnings of love. And to me, this doesn't always mean that someone else is involved. This is the beginning of love with yourself. This is saying I am worthy of love and I'm going to start filling my cup first, because I cannot pour from an empty cup, period. It's one of my favorite cards. You also have the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is about feeling fulfilled and abundant, but doing it on your own. The thing that I always tend to notice with this particular depiction is that there's a snail on it. Pentacles take time. Pentacles tend to represent years, and snails are slow. This is a slow-paced, abundant period for you. You've taken your time to get to this point. This isn't something that happened overnight. You really cultivated this. You practiced and trained. It took you time to get this bird to trust you. It took time to make these things happen. Things that grow don't grow overnight. And that's not entirely true. They do grow overnight, but you don't see that growth overnight. A lot of things take that time. So the theme to me, because you have these three together, is that you are taking this leap of faith to do this next round, whatever it is, to go through the lessons and have these experiences because you've already done it before, but you're on another level because you've already learned and will continue learning to fill your cup and to cultivate over a long period of time so it's something stable and sturdy that will last you years. Beautiful. Okay, get back in there. The bottom of the deck for me is the advice going forward, and you have the 10 of Pentacles. This comes right after the 9, which is part of the theme of this reading for you. This says keep working on what you're working on. That what you are cultivating now can be so much more in the future as long as you stay committed to your goals and you put in the work and the time. This just feels so good because 10 of Pentacles can be everything you want and dream of, but in a physical, material way. You just have to plant those seeds and be patient and continue to nurture them. That's the advice going forward. Okay, now we are going to get a card from the Sacred Creators Oracle deck, which is also by Chris Ann. For this one, I'm going to read directly out of the guidebook. There's going to be an essential meaning, which is as if you get it in the upright, and a self-care message, which is as if you get it in the reverse. I'm going to read the whole message because that tends to have, at least I find, the most resonance for people. People tend to find that it really connects. You will resonate with what is meant for you, whether it's read in the reverse or in the upright. And that is the goal. Okay. What does Aries... Oh. I didn't even get to ask. Okay. Card number 51. Ambush fear with your ferocious dream. Put that there. Card 51. Oh, that my poor book. He ripped, so I have to keep that one in there. Oh, maybe I should tape it. Okay, I'll try and remember that. Okay, card number 51. Assuming I can say words correctly. Ambush fear with your ferocious dream. Essential meanings. A time to be courageous. Standing up to fear for the big sacred win. A great time to take a risk. Your dream being within reach. Self-care message. Feeling stuck. Fear of moving ahead. Feeling controlled by fear or uncertainty. A time to release negative thought patterns. A time to be realistic about risk tolerance. Remembering that without small risks, there is no growth. Learning to welcome risk as a teacher. Your fear is an indicator that you are brave enough to challenge the status quo. It is normal to experience fear on the road to success. Every successful creator on the planet has myriad moments when they were worried that their idea may not work. Learn to manage your self-doubt and do it anyway. Tell fear to move out of the way and know that your prosperity will come when you are courageous enough to follow your own light down your own path. Innovation always coexists with vulnerability, so allow them to live inside your dream together. You won't have all of the answers, but remember, most of the time, the unknown is not nearly as terrible as you could imagine it to be. Sometimes your big fear will actually be as tiny as the field mouse that blocks the elephant's path. Like a gentle giant, use your great power, presence, inspiration, and regal fierceness to stand up and do it anyway. Find your bravery and go for it. Your dream is worth it. Fear is a nasty naysayer. How do you respond when it screams mean girl insults like, I'm not good enough, I'm not ready, I look like shit? Why would they listen to me? What if I fail? How often do you move ahead in spite of fear? How are you making sure that the desire to reach your dream is infinitely bigger than the fear you may have of taking a risk? Okay, literally taking a leap of faith and cultivating things and not letting fear stand in the way. This is what we were talking about. These things that you feel like you don't have, push past it, because what you're growing and dreaming of, what you are dreaming of, it's possible. That soul calling. Just go out there, take the risk, do what you feel like you're afraid of in a safe way, of course. Like don't be risky, in the sense that will cause you harm, but take joyous risks. Oh, wow. It's my favorite when the Oracle deck kind of confirms what we've already been talking about for the whole reading. So I hope this message resonated with you. If it did, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, as well as share with those you feel it may also resonate. Again, thank you so much for being here. I hope this month brings you health, wealth, happiness, clarity, passion, and alignment. With so much love, I'm Mama Belle. I look forward to doing your next reading.